All right, science fans, let's get into it. Have you ever pushed a toy car across the floor or lifted a heavy backpack? If you have, then you've done something scientists call work. In science, work isn't just about having a job. It's what happens when you use a force to move something over a distance. Think about it. Pushing a big heavy box requires a lot of force, so you're doing a lot of work. But if you push against a solid brick wall and it doesn't budge one bit, no matter how hard you try, you haven't done any scientific work at all. It's all about making things move. So if work is about moving things, what gives you the oomph to do it? That, my friends, is energy. Energy is the power to do work. It's the juice that makes everything happen in the universe. You need energy to run and jump and even to think. A car needs energy from gasoline to drive down the road, and a light bulb needs electrical energy to glow brightly in your room. Imagine you and a friend are both asked to carry a box of books up a flight of stairs. You both do the exact same amount of work because you moved the same box over the same distance. But what if you run up the stairs with your box in just 10 seconds, while your friend takes a whole minute to walk up? You, my speedy friend, are more powerful. Power is the measure of how fast you do work or use energy. It's not just about being strong. It's about being fast and efficient with your energy. So, we know what energy is, but why is it so important? Well, think about your day from the moment you wake up. The alarm clock that wakes you? It uses electrical energy. The warm water for your shower? It was heated using energy. The toast you eat for breakfast? It was cooked with, you guessed it, energy. Our homes, schools, and cities are all powered by a constant flow of energy. It lights our streets, runs our hospitals, and allows us to connect with people all over the world using phones and computers. Without a steady supply of energy, our world would come to a screeching halt. The thing is, getting all that energy can have a big impact on our planet, Earth. Much of the energy we use today comes from burning things like coal, oil, and natural gas, which are called fossil fuels. While they give us a lot of power, using them can pollute our air and water, which is not so great for us or for the planet we call home. That's why it's so incredibly important for us to be smart about how we use energy. Saving energy, or energy conservation, means using less of it so that our resources last longer and we keep our planet healthier for everyone. The good news is that saving energy is something we can all do, right in our own homes. You can be an energy-saving hero with just a few simple actions. One of the easiest things to do is to turn off the lights whenever you leave a room. It seems small, but all those little moments add up to a big energy savings. You can also help by unplugging electronics like chargers and video game consoles when you're not using them, because they can still sip on electricity even when they're turned off. Every little bit helps protect our planet. Now let's zoom in on a special type of energy you see every single day: mechanical energy. This sounds complicated, but it's really not. Mechanical energy is simply the energy an object has because of its motion or its position. It's the energy of things that are moving or have the potential to start moving. It's made up of two parts that work together like a team. The first part is called kinetic energy, which is the energy of movement. A rolling bowling ball, a flying bird, and you running across a field. All of these have kinetic energy because they are in motion. The second part of the mechanical energy team is called potential energy. This is the energy that is stored up in an object, just waiting to be used. Think of it as energy on standby. A book sitting on a high shelf has potential energy because if it falls, it will start moving. A stretched rubber band also has potential energy. If you let it go, that stored energy is released and it snaps back into shape. So, mechanical energy is the total of an object's kinetic energy, the energy of moving, plus its potential energy, the energy of waiting. Let's look at some more examples to make this crystal clear. A roller coaster car clicking its way up the first big hill is building up a massive amount of potential energy. The higher it goes, the more stored energy it has. When it reaches the very top and pauses for a second, it has maximum potential energy and almost no kinetic energy. But the moment it tips over the edge and starts racing down the track, that stored potential energy begins to transform into the energy of motion. Kinetic energy. It gets faster and faster as more potential energy is converted. Here's one of the coolest rules in all of science: the law of conservation of energy. This law says that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change from one form to another. Think of it like a magic trick where nothing ever disappears, it just transforms. In a perfect system, the total amount of mechanical energy always stays the same. It just dances back and forth between the two forms, like partners trading the lead in a dance. This is called the conservation of mechanical energy. Let's picture a swinging pendulum, like you might see in a grandfather clock. When you lift the pendulum bob up to one side and hold it still, you are giving it maximum potential energy. It's high up and not moving. As soon as you let it go, it starts to swing downwards. As it gets lower, its potential energy decreases, but its speed increases, so its kinetic energy goes way up. At the very bottom of its swing, it's moving its fastest, which means it has maximum kinetic energy and minimum potential energy. The energy has transformed. As the pendulum continues its swing and starts to rise up the other side, the dance continues. Its speed begins to decrease, so its kinetic energy goes down. At the same time, it's getting higher, so its potential energy starts to build back up again. This beautiful continuous conversion from potential to kinetic and back again is a perfect demonstration of the conservation of mechanical energy in action. So why does all this matter in our lives? Understanding how work, power, and energy are connected helps us build amazing things, from efficient cars to thrilling amusement park rides. Knowing that energy is a precious resource that must be conserved empowers us to make smarter choices that protect our planet for the future. From kicking a ball to switching off a light, science is happening all around us. By understanding these fundamental rules, you are not just learning facts, you are learning the very language of the universe. And that, my friends, is truly powerful.